Hello.
Hello.
Is everything okay with the video, with the audio?
Yes.
Okay. So
It's
we're gonna see the new Nervosa album at the end of this month, and it's gonna be a twin guitar attack. But your first tour with the band was a little bit different because you played bass. Tell us how did it happen.
Yeah, this was like a last minute call because Mia Wallace, the bassist, had some personal problems, and at last minute she couldn't make it to the Latin American tour. So I knew already the songs and the set list, but in guitar. So it was pretty, close to turn everything into bass, and fill the band in the last minute.
And what is the situation with Mia Wallace in general? Because Prika said that she continues to be a member of the group, but the one which simply can't tour. Has anything changed with that?
Yeah, no, it's still the same situation. We still have Mia in the band, and she's still coming into the shows that she can. For example, during the summer, she played in several festivals around Europe. And yeah, this is like the situation that we will continue. Whenever she can and whenever it's possible for her, she will come and play a few shows.
So what prevented her from committing to Nervosa to 100%?
This, I think, it's more like personal things and her job, and it's a lot of stuff that she has to be in there, and she cannot live for a long period of time. For example, like some main tours that are around weekends and stuff, they're okay, but bigger and longer tours are kind of impossible.
And you started working on the new album in secret. So what did those beginnings look like? Because after all, it was just two of you and Prika.
Yeah. In the beginning, when I had the call from Prika, they were just finished the Perpetual Chaos album. So she said to me, like, look, I want to have a second guitarist in the band, but let's start working on the next album, because first we need to finish all the cycle about touring for Perpetual Chaos, and then we can officially start. But in the meantime, we were working a lot into exchanging ideas, starting composing the songs and put all the ideas in the way. And yes, it was kind of tough to keep it as, let's say, a secret, but we were keeping busy with working on the new song, so it was like okay.
And in September, Diva announced that she was leaving to focus on her own project. How advanced was work on the new album back then?
No, it was like it didn't affect the whole process, because with Prika we had most of half of the album almost ready musically, and then we had some meetings, me and her, to continue working on the music. And by the time Diva announced that she wants to leave, it didn't affect it, because there were no vocals or no lyrics or no nothing delivered by Diva, so had nothing to do. So by the time that Prika took the decision to be the main vocalist, by the time we were close to the recordings and stuff, Prika hit the studio and wrote down the melodies and the lyrics and everything.
And what happened with Nano Villalba, because she was on drums for a very short period of time?
Yeah, Nano was for 1-2 tours, I think, but it wasn't like her way of thinking and her way of working and stuff didn't exactly match with the rest. She made her decisions, so it's all good. She took her way. It's everything good.
And when did you come to the conclusion that Prika would be the best choice as a vocalist?
This is something like Prika came with the idea. She said, like, look, I don't want to change again some singer because I don't know if I take like a girl in the band, maybe after a year she will realize that touring a lot is hard and stuff. So she said, like, I don't want to change the voice of the band again. So it's something that like I want more to be like a guitarist, but by the time that she tried and she began lessons, vocal lessons and stuff, she realized that okay, I can be there and I can be the main vocalist.
And were you surprised when you heard her behind the microphone, her voice?
Yeah, totally, because I have already listened to her like doing the backing vocals. And in the Latin American tour, she was singing one song on her own, but I didn't knew like how it will be to compose everything and sing in the whole album and sing on live shows like the whole set. But I remember that when we went in the studio and we have fixed the guitars, recording, drums, everything, she started to record the vocals. And I remember by the end of the day, they are calling me inside the recording room. And I'm listening to the first song that she recorded. And I really didn't believe in in the result that she delivered.
And were there any auditions for the vocalist, or from the very beginning you knew that okay, Diva is out, so Prika will be the new vocalist?
No. It was straight. It was straight. By the time that Diva announced that she's gonna leave the band, Prika took the decision. So it was like, we're going for it.
And Jailbreak is the Nervosa first album with 2 guitar lineup. Do you think the band has now risen to a higher level because fans are delighted with the new sound after the 3 singles?
Absolutely. Yes, the first time that the band is recording the whole album with 2 guitars. So this was like much more flexible for us, for the compositions. It was much easier to do a lot of things more that with one guitar wasn't possible to do. We have the chance for doing guitar solos, exchanging solos, solo parts. We have the chance to put a lot of details, here and there that there wasn't, there weren't possible before.
And the new album is, because I've heard the new album, it's more melodic than the other ones. Was this the idea from the beginning or something that came along the way?
Yeah, actually something like both. We wanted the new album to have like melodies and groovy songs, but also it was kind of natural because I remember from the very first ideas that me and Prika, we started to exchange, these things were already there. We had like ideas and riffs that were like more melodic, more groovy. So it was something that we wanted, but it came out naturally. So that's what we really liked about this album.
I love the fact that you toured with Crypta, the band with former Nervosa members, but your sound and Crypta is completely different now. You played more melodic, Crypta is more heavy and like death metal.
I think from the beginning, like the bands had differences. Crypta is like 100% into death metal. Nervosa is mostly thrash. Of course, they had some elements of death metal, but with the new album, yeah, I think we are like thrash and we put heavy melodic elements inside. So yeah, the 2 bands have their own sounds.
And on the new album, you also took care of the bass parts. Do you look for the bass player before entering the studio, or did you immediately decided to leave that for later?
No, this was like something that it should be done like quickly. Mia couldn't make it to the studio, and also Helena. We talked with her when she came in the band. She joined the band like a little bit before we do the first video clips. So we should finish the bass parts like very quickly, because we should finish the whole recording process in a certain period of time. So I was there, I was in the studio, I knew the ideas, I knew the riffs, so it was like much easy and quick to finish it and deliver the job.
So the recording process, in the recording process, everything went smoothly. There were no problems along the way.
Yeah, actually, I loved the recording process. For me, it was like the first time being in a studio and living in the studio, because it was like a big house together with the studio. So the whole day we were spending in this place, and I love the process because we were super focused from the morning that we were waking up till the night. We could totally have our mind clear and totally work on it.
And the first single already appeared at the end of the March. So why did you decide to share Endless Ambition so soon?
We wanted to drop like a song from the new album, just to to let people know how the band sounds like how is the new lineup, how is the new compositions, the new songs, the new sound, how is it, how the whole album is gonna look like and sound like. So we wish like we could release like some songs also more early, without this gap from March till July, actually. No, it was August when we released the Seed of Death. But yeah, okay, these were the dates. But we for sure wanted the fans and the audience to have at least one single to listen to it.
And like you said, a few months later, we've got two singles, Seed of Death and later Jailbreak. So where was Seed of Death filmed?
Seed of Death was filmed right outside the region and the city I am living, and Prika is living now. It's a small city in the center of Greece, but the outside part has a very cool nature and landscapes. So it was all the video clip was recorded there.
Didn't it got cold there?
It was like okay, because it was in the mid of May, I think, end of April, beginning of May, something like this. So the weather was still a little bit cold, but it was okay. It was okay.
And now tell us about the bar where the video for Jailbreak was shot. Is it still standing after that event?
This was the best video clip. It didn't felt like a video clip, to tell you the truth. It felt like a party. It felt like going out, enjoying with friends, having fun. And yeah, this was something that we had in mind. We didn't know if it's like possible or not to do it, because we needed a lot of people, motorcycles, and we didn't know like if this was really possible. But we created an event like some weeks before the shooting of the video clip, and we saw a lot of interest by people in here, but also all over Greece. And we say, okay, this will be fun. And indeed, that day we are going to the bar early in the afternoon, and it was already full of people. And by the time the first song started to play inside, it was everyone forgot that there is a cameraman, inside the bar, moving and filming, and everyone was totally enjoying.
And this is your bar?
Yeah.
How did it happen that you run a bar?
It wasn't exactly in my plans, because I came in the city to study in the sports science university. I graduated and I was also working as a personal trainer some years ago, but there was a chance to open up this bar together with my boyfriend that he already had another heavy metal bar, so he knew how things work. And I said, okay, sounds good to me. It's also like very convenient because when you have something, you are also able to, leave in the period that you want. You're a little bit more, like, let's say, free. So this is working when I'm leaving for the gigs. So I said, okay, yes, let's do it. And now it's the 6th year that we are running the bar.
And on the new album, we have the legendary Gary Holt as a guest in When the Truth is a Lie. How did this collaboration come about?
Gary Holt was always like in the top of our list of guests that we would like to have in the album. We knew from the beginning that we would like to have some guitar player playing a solo inside one song. So yes, we said like, okay, let's go for Gary Holt and check, if he's in and if he likes the idea. And his answer was like kinda immediate. And he was also in between tours with Exodus, but he did it. He found the spot, recorded, and sent us the solo, and we were like, didn't believing it. And for me, it's like a huge thing, like to have Gary Holt playing a solo in the same album that we composed and we're playing. It's like amazing.
And the other guest is Helena from Infected Rain. On Superstition Failed. So why did you choose her to sing this song?
Sorry, where?
Why did you choose her to sing this song?
Also Lena was in our top choices. We know her and we like her and we like the band she's in, like Infected Rain. We're also from the same label, record label. And Lena has, we wanted to have still like brutal voices inside together with Prikas, but to be a little bit different from Prikas' voice. And Lena has exactly the type of voice we wanted. So we proposed her, and when she delivered her parts, the match the two voices was were making, it was what we wanted.
Yeah, she has very she's very diversity female singer, because she now has the other project which is very melodic.
We like a lot his voice, and the technique he's using, it's like different from Prikas. So we like this kind of difference, that the two voices are like completing each other.
And behind you is an intense concert season. You appeared, for example, in the moody Wacken Open Air. Our editor-in-chief was in Germany and said that everything was ready for your concert, but you couldn't get the green light. So why the delay?
Yeah, I mean, these days there at Wacken were, a bit intense because of the weather. We were checking Wacken that was always uploading, information, and they were stopping cars from getting in because the area was flooded. Then the camping area, and we said, fuck, it's going from bad to worse. What is going to happen in the end? And we also had a flight cancellation, like last minute. And okay, we had the flight company provided us a ticket to go with the next airplane. We went to the festival area like maximum 1 hour before the time we were supposed to play. But by the time we went to the area, people informed us like, okay, calm down, there will be a delay. And I think also they had like delays because they were waiting for the green light from the, let's say, the police, the firemen, to check if everything is okay and safe for all these, people, thousands of people that were there. And but yeah, I think we had a delay like about almost 4 hours. I
Oh,
remember we went to the backstage area. We start setting up our things, and we went on stage like 15 minutes to 5. Yeah, so it was like almost 4 hours of delay.
so
But of course,
it was a stressful day.
oh yes, oh yes, yes. It was a stressful, but also big day because we were playing, the Wacken, and at the same time also Seed of Death was released. And but yeah, we had all the delays and stuff, but okay, in the end, all good. We made it. We released the single. We played at Wacken, and it was okay.
Our editor-in-chief said that at the backstage there was a little party after this concert.
After the Wacken.
Yeah, no, after the concert, he saw that you were partying on the backstage a little bit.
Parting. Well, we were enjoying a lot for sure. We were happy that finally, everything went well. But yeah, for sure, it was like a big day for us. But then we had, unfortunately, we had to leave also at the same night because we had to fly for another festival. But we enjoyed, at least for those hours that we were there.
And you also during the tour you visit your homeland. So was it special to play in Greece?
Oh yes, this was like 2 days ago. We played one festival in a small city, Agrinio, and another festival in Athens together with Firewind. And for me, I was really looking forward for this moment to arrive because it was like the first time for Nervosa playing in Greece. And now that we are two Greeks, me and Helena inside the band, it was even more special playing in your country and play for a lot of people that you know and you see in the crowd. It was very touching this day. It was very special for me.
And on YouTube, you can find your channel where you used to upload covers from time to time. I understand that the lack of activity is currently related to your work with the band. And do you have any ideas for the development of the channel, or is it rather going to be off the air for now?
Oh yeah, what I'm trying to do is like see the schedule of the band and what is coming ahead for this year and the next year. And what I'm planning to do is to start working, of course, in playthroughs from the new album, the Jailbreak. But also, I am planning to open up the platform in Patreon, where it will be more like guitar lessons and analyzing everything about the solos, about the compositions, analyzing techniques, So I'm planning to activate again the YouTube channel and also having the Patreon going on.
And among the covers, you presented a song from Judas Priest. How do you recall your meeting with KK Downing?
Oh, yes. Yes, that was that was a really special day that we wouldn't expect it because we were playing in Wolverhampton in the KK Donning's venue. But of course, we didn't knew if the guy's gonna be there. And we arrived in the venue, starting to setting up our stuff. And I remember we were talking with a technician of the venue, and he was showing, displaying to us the first pedal boards that KK Donging and Glenn Tipton were using, in the tours in the 80s. And this was like, I was feeling like I am in the best museum ever. Yeah, inside there was pieces of Judas Priest equipment here and there, and we couldn't believe that it's the actual things that the guys were using back then. And as we were hanging around, I see KK Donging coming to our side. I said, fuck, you know, it was like unbelievable because him and Glenn Tipton, for me, it's like one of the best guitar duos ever. You know, I was really looking up to both of them, and watching him, you know, coming to our side and be so gentle and talking to us, explaining things and having fun with him was amazing and something I wasn't expecting.
And what is the situation with your other band, Daffodil? Is there anything going on this topic?
Yeah, there was a big gap, also because of COVID and because of lineup changes. But now the new album is almost done. It's almost finishing now, and probably it's gonna be released somewhere in the next year.
And what can we expect from this new material?
This new material is, you know, it's very melodic songs, and I think that it's very easy for people's ears, and I think it's gonna be like very well welcomed from the people.
And last year you also released an EP under your own name. Will there be a follow-up to this?
For this, I don't know, because the songs that were inside the EP was like ideas that I had ready, and I had in my mind that by the time the recordings for Daffodil are gonna finish, I'm gonna start my personal project, let's say. But this is more like a studio thing. It's more like a studio project. I don't have the plan to create a band and go for touring and stuff. I just wanted, you know, to have these songs recorded and released. You know, I didn't want them to just keep them in there waiting.
And this is all that I have prepared. So thank you for your time. And at the end, you can say something to Polish fans, to Nervosa fans. I think that there's a lot of them, as you could see in Lauderfest, because you play, for example, in Wrocław.
Yeah, just, you know, stay tuned. Keep an eye open for the 29th of September that we have the release of Jailbreak. And for sure, we're gonna come to Poland. I believe that we will come anytime soon and play for all of you.
Again, thank you for your time and have fun during the other interviews.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.